PFT on Yahoo Sports. Peter King, Mike Florio, all the biggest stories in the National Football League. And the biggest theme this year has been unpredictability, no dominant team. And don't look now, but here are the Patriots, technically atop the AFC East by a half game. They've played one more than the Bills at 7-4. Peter, how surprised are you that the Patriots are currently leading the division, and how far do you believe they can go?
Mike, I'm probably a little bit more surprised of the mini swoon by the Buffalo Bills. I think entering this year, we all thought that the AFC East was sort of deeded to the Buffalo Bills. And they've been, quite frankly, in the last month or so, pretty mediocre. And the Patriots have taken advantage. Here's the thing about the Patriots. They intended, I believe, to build a team an awful lot like they had a decade ago. Two really good, really versatile tight ends, the same way they had with Gronkowski and Hernandez. And now it's, obviously Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. And play that kind of offense, a tight end-centric offense with a good and accurate quarterback and have an excellent defense. That is what I see with this team right now. And look, Mike, a couple of weeks ago, an NFL head coach, it's now been 3 weeks ago, said to me, I said, what do you think about what's going on? Weird year. And he said, I think the Patriots, one of the things he said is, I think the Patriots are the best team in the AFC East. And at the time, that really knocked me back. But it turns out he was pretty prescient about it.
Well, and they have just been methodically, carefully taking care of their business 1 week at a time. And meanwhile, 5 straight wins with an average margin of 35-10, 175-50. The defense has gotten better. Something that Chris has pointed out on PFT Live, the defense is sufficiently versatile that they can come up with a game plan that will match any offense that they may see. And their offense, run-based, Mac Jones, gradually coming along, gradually maturing, operating that offense the way that they want it to be operated, almost robotic at times, and they just are checking the boxes one at a time. And they're not going to continue to stay off radar to the extent that they ever really do. Titans and Bills over the next 2 weeks. Big games coming up. We will learn a lot about whether or not they're going to be a high-end contender come January when we see what they do against teams that will create a playoff type, I think, of a vibe over the next 2 weeks, especially that Monday night game coming up at Buffalo. That is a huge, huge game.
Well, they've got the Patriots twice in 21 days in December, and that obviously is going to tell who's going to win this division. But, Mike, you look at the Bills over the next 5 weeks, starting with the Thanksgiving game in New Orleans. They have a really, really tough schedule. Every one of those teams that they're going to play could be a playoff team this year. And so, look, the Bills have got to be right now in crisis mode in a very short week after losing by 26 at home to Indianapolis. That's, no matter how they were playing, that's something nobody expected.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They were dominant early in the year. Dominant. And then it all just started to fall apart. And right now, the Patriots, as much as we don't want to admit it, and I think there's a reluctance to embracing the return of the Patriots as a high-end contender. But we saw what they did to the Falcons. I know, it's the Falcons, and they'd gotten blown out by the Cowboys a few days earlier, but they had won 4 games somehow this year. The Patriots are just taking care of business one at a time, and we'll see what they can do against these better teams. But, Peter, you get the talent compressed the way it currently is. That makes the Patriots even more dangerous in a single elimination setting where they've got a coaching staff led by Bill Belichick that knows a thing or two about thriving in that setting where it's win or go home.
And, Mike, they've got 5 or 6 players on that defense, the latest, being Kyle Duggar. They've got all of these guys, any of whom can be the best player on the field in a given week. They're very, very deep in defensive difference makers.
Patriots Buccaneers Super Bowl 56. Wouldn't that be something if that's what came to fruition? It is not impossible, and crazier things have happened. That's it for now. Thanks for some of your time. We'll see you for more PFT on Yahoo segments later in the season.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.